let's go with this now. Let me ask you this: Donald Trump's policy on immigration. Obviously, you've been a supporter of his. Are you a supporter of his platform on immigration, or let me be more specific, I guess, since he hasn't really done a whole lot. The platform that he ran on. What's your stance on that? What do you think we should do in dealing with immigration today?
Oh, I think America needs to vastly reduce the amount of immigration that's going on at the moment. And there was, I think, a 30 or 40-year period from the 1920s to the 1960s where America had almost no net immigration at all. And America survived and did all right. And because America's been taking, what, 1 million legal immigrants a year and a couple of 100,000 illegals coming into the country for decades now. So at some point, you have to have a chance to digest your meal. You know, you're in some lovely buffet in a cruise line and you're eating like crazy. At some point, you have to stop, unless you're going to go full Roman vomitorium on everyone. So at some point, you have to stop and see if you can digest. And this huge experiment on whether the American character can survive endless waves of third world immigration, well, it remains a conjecture, and a really shaky conjecture as to whether it's even going to work. So at some point, you have to stop taking people in, and you have to start assimilating the people who are already here. So I think Trump doesn't go nearly far enough with regards to immigration. Of course, the border should be sealed because right now immigration is a giant welfare program that
So building a wall. You support
taxpayers.
building a wall. I want to make sure I understand you correctly. You're pro build a wall.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And if I'm not misunderstanding you, you're saying you'd go further than Donald Trump. Just no immigration at all to the United States right now.
Well, I mean, I would say let's start with zero and then see how close we can get to it for, 10 or 20 years to find. Because right now, the people who are coming into America are not in alignment with traditional American values as a whole. I mean, there are lots of exceptions individually, but we have to make group decisions when we're looking at large numbers of people. So the Hispanics who are coming in are voting overwhelmingly for large government, socialism, and they're very anti-libertarian. The people coming in from the third world are the same way, and that's why the left is importing them, not because they like them, but because they know they're going to vote for the left. This is a form of cheating when it comes to elections. It's stuffing the ballot through immigration, and it's subsidizing the growth of government by taking money from taxpayers and redistributing it to immigrant groups. That is not an argument. That is simply a cheat mechanism. So yeah, it needs to stay low because the American experiment was small government, free speech, gun ownership, and so on. That was the American and the immigrants do not match those values. And if you keep getting more and more immigrants, they don't assimilate. They simply create enclaves within the larger society and then work to gain political power.